Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Chef Ross, and I am honored to be a part of this 2020 Virtual Health and Wellness Symposium, brought to you by T, Taking Effective Action, and Love AME Church and its partners. Today, what I'm going to do is show you a healthy alternative to your diet, okay? And for those of you who have been following us on Facebook Live, we have a cooking show which is called Cooking with Ross, and you know that we are always washing our hands. So before we get started, let's go ahead and take care of our hands. We are firm believers in hand washing, and especially during this COVID season, it is extremely important. We can help stop or minimize the spread of this virus if we just take a chance and wash our hands. A good way to wash is for 20 seconds. Hands are clean, baby. Keep your hands to the sky, baby. Well, that's what we're going to do today, and what we're going to show you is a nice wilted kale and spinach with roasted pine nuts. And I won't go into all the health properties because Dr. Meta's going to bring that to you, all right? So what I'm going to do is just show you the ingredients, and then we're going to prepare it for you. And after we make that, what we're going to do is make you a nice vegan stir fry. Yes, I said vegan. That means no egg, no dairy, a lot of vegetables, lots of protein. Excellent for you. And what I'm going to show you is a meat analog, which basically, let me show you that right here. This right here is called chiquettes. It's completely vegan, as you can see, and it has 13 grams of protein in every 2-ounce serving. 13 grams of protein. And this is one whole bunch of fresh kale. As you know, we always cook fresh. The rawer, the better. The more raw you cook, the better. So we also have fresh spinach, and this is 1 pound of spinach. I cleaned all of that for the sake of time, and I already cut it. I like to dice mine really, really small and fine. And this is the whole bag of spinach that I cut, okay? And then we're gonna use fresh shallot. Again, Dr. Meta will tell you all the health properties, but we're gonna saute the shallots first, and then we're gonna have roasted pine nuts right here, and then garlic. This is fresh garlic that I cut. Again, for the sake of time, I prepped a lot of this for you. And we're also gonna make, we're gonna put some ginger in our brown rice. We're gonna cook brown rice for our stir fry because brown rice is healthier than white rice. And what I did was I already shredded some of that. I'm gonna put some of it in my water where I'm gonna boil my brown rice and cook it in because that's gonna go in my stir fry. And I want a little ginger flavor in there and that's some sesame oil. So what I'm gonna put in the stir fry, I love using cold pressed olive oil. It doesn't have the heating properties of vegetable oil, but it's healthy. It's a healthy fat for you. But I'll leave that to the experts to explain it. I'm gonna use a little sesame oil. I love using the pink Himalayan salt, but I'm not gonna use too much salt today, okay? And then we're also gonna have the water chestnuts. I have yellow pepper, red pepper, green pepper, snap peas, all right here sliced ready for you. And that's gonna go into my stir fry. And then I'm also gonna end it with a low sodium soy sauce, okay? So let's go on over here and bring it to them, Thomas. This here, I already put 1 tablespoon of olive oil in here, okay? And this is so I can get my shallot started. So I have 1 tablespoon of olive oil that I put in here. And what I'm gonna do is get my shallot sauteed, okay? So here we go, we're gonna put that in there, crank the heat up real quick. And as we're doing that, you can look over here and you can see I've already got this is 1 tablespoon, actually 1 teaspoon of olive oil, the cold virgin olive oil. And then I also added 1 teaspoon of sesame oil because I'm gonna use that for my stir fry. And here we go. So what we're gonna do first is get these shallots sauteed till they turn translucent. You can smell it, you're just gonna know it's right. So here we go. Got that put in here. And while that's sauteing, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and get my pine nuts onto my pan here. As you can see, I've already preset the oven temperature to 350. And that is my pine nuts. I'm gonna spread the love on that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get those in the oven. I'm just gonna roast those slightly, okay? I'm gonna add just a little bit of water in there, okay? So I have a 1/2 cup of water. That's right here. And what I'm gonna do is throw my kale in here, and I'm gonna get it nice and wilted. I'm not gonna overcook it because, again, the more raw, the better, okay? So that's one bunch of kale. Looks like a lot, but it's really gonna cook down to virtually anything. That's 1/2 cup of water. Again, you guys who watch my show know I love cooking with water, okay? So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and keep this stirred, and at the same time, I already got some water over here, right here set. So what I'm gonna do is boil my brown rice. So what I have is some of my fresh ginger that I've prepared. I'm gonna put some of my fresh ginger in my water, okay? And then I'm gonna add my brown rice to it and bring it to a boil. And then I'm gonna turn that down and simmer it for about 15 minutes. So for the sake of time, what I'm gonna do, as you can see, I'm getting my kale nice and soft. I'm just gonna melt it down. I don't wanna cook all the nutrients out, but I'm getting all this shallot mixed up in here. And then I'm gonna add my garlic. Oh my God, delicious. Add my garlic in here. There you go. Now I will be providing you with the recipe so you'll have all the portions for what we're doing. So I will let you know that. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and pause this, get this rice in here. And when it's almost done, we're gonna come back. All right, we're back. So what we have here, we've already wilted our kale. And now what we're gonna do is add our spinach to this. And it looks like a lot, but it's actually gonna cook down to nothing, virtually nothing, okay? So while we have that getting ready to get cooked down and sauteed, what we're gonna do is go ahead and get our veggies stir fried. So I'm just gonna mix that up real good, cover it up, and we'll come back to that. So now we're gonna go ahead and get this stir fried. I got my teaspoon of sesame oil and my teaspoon of cold pressed olive oil, nice and hot and ready. Let me get my onions in here, my red, my yellow, my green peppers. There we go. We're gonna get all this simmer sauteed up in here, baby. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our vegetarian protein that I'll talk to you about. And let me add my fresh ginger. Again, we gotta have our fresh ginger in here. And I got a little bit of garlic left over. Voila. So, what we're gonna do now, again, is get this nice and sauteed up. Sauteed. We don't wanna overcook it. Again, we wanna keep it nice and healthy. So here we go. I got that sauteed. So now we're gonna go with our vegetarian protein, baby. Gonna add that in here. Get all the flavor in here. And this is where I'm gonna add my low sodium soy sauce. Low sodium, that's the green bottle. Just a little bit of that. Yum, yum, yum. And we already cooked our brown rice, so you can see that came out. All we gotta do now is put it together. Yum, yum, yum. Healthy and delicious. Can you smell that? Welcome back. So we are finished up everything. So here we go. I've added the spinach, toasted up my pine nuts, and now we're just gonna go ahead and plate it up. And so what I'm gonna do is just put it all in a nice little ramekin here so I can get it nice and pretty for you. But this is our kale and spinach, a roasted pine nut dish. And then we finished off our stir fry. All I did, I finished adding the snap peas and the water chestnuts and the low sodium soy sauce. So we have everything ready, and also my brown rice. I put it all together, sauteed it, and now we're just gonna scoop it up and plate it up for you, okay? Look at all that color. Here we go. We're just gonna get a nice healthy serving. And this right here is our stir fry. And there is your spinach and kale with roasted pine nuts. Again, we thank you all. No, we only had a short time frame, so we condensed it, but hopefully you can enjoy it. Check us out on Cooking with Ross, and I'm sure the administrators of this wonderful virtual symposium will give you the recipes if you so desire. Here's to healthy living. Thank you for Thomas, my videographer, for making this happen. We appreciate you guys. Stay blessed. God bless. Until next time, we love you.